Welcome back to the Ed Show. Before we start this segment, I just want to point out that our team has confirmed that Congressman Micah is not a pilot. I was right. He didn't know what the hell he was talking about. I think I'm going to follow up on that story tomorrow. I can't wait. All right, we got a huge response from just a simple graph that we did last night on this program. We got a couple more we want to share with you tonight. So you better be sitting down for this one because I think the numbers are staggering. We begin with a couple of headlines. CEO pay soars while workers' pay stalls. The drought is over, at least for CEOs. The bottom line, median pay for CEOs jumped 27% in 2010. But workers in private industry saw their pay grow 2%. That's right, 2%. No hogs there, you know. You think there might have been a lesson in that somewhere. Now, let's look at CEO pay through the decades. This is executive compensation in millions for the top 50 U.S. firms. I mean, we didn't have any greedy people down here, did we? It bumped up in the 1980s when Reagan showed up. It bumped up and even doubled in the 90s during the Clinton years. And so President Clinton said, damn, you guys are making some money. He ushered in a tax policy that asked just a little bit more from these guys that went from 4.1 million to 9.2 million. Here's President Clinton's address before the Congress asking for more.
For the wealthiest, those earning more than $180,000 per year, I ask you all who are listening tonight to support a raise in the top rate for federal income taxes from 31 to 36%. We recommend a 10% surtax on incomes over $250,000 a year.
So it looks like CEOs did pretty well in the 90s. And the economy, if I remember correctly, created 22 million jobs back then. And, you know, we wound up with a government surplus. I don't know if anybody's scoring at home on the numbers. But President George W. Bush, well, he wasn't too impressed with that kind of job growth. And he lowered taxes, of course. Here's his first address before the Congress talking about his tax reform that would add more jobs.
This reform will be welcome relief for America's small businesses, which often pay taxes at the highest rate. And help for small business means jobs for Americans.
Well, one thing's for sure, going back to our graph here, CEO compensation, well, it went right back up during the Bush years, didn't it, to 8.5 million average pay. New jobs, not so much. Now bear with me because I want to bring back another graph we showed you a few weeks ago. This one shows how badly middle-class income has declined over the decades. Let's take it back to 1967. And here we go. We've got a decline. This is union membership in red, and this is middle-class national income average. And it just sinks as we go right along through the decades. That's how it went. Now, if you put these two charts together, this is what it's going to look like. Middle-class income shrinking. Executive pay, whoa, here it comes. We had a president in office now who seems to understand the problem, and at least as a candidate, he wanted to do something about it.
Washington, where George Bush handed out billions of dollars of tax breaks to the wealthy few over the course of 7.5 years, and John McCain promises to make those same tax cuts permanent.
Heck of a graph, isn't it? Tells a story. I know the president still says that the wealthy should pay more. Let's hope that he sticks to that conviction, because in an economy that is benefiting only the wealthy, is it too much to ask the wealthy to pay a little bit more in taxes, or will the administration just fall into this trap one more time?
We fought to keep government spending down because it really will, in fact, help create a better environment for job creators in our country.
Major investment firm finally admits that what we've been saying all along, Wall Street speculators are driving up the price of gasoline. Former commodities trader Dan Dicker will help me just pull the curtain back so everybody can see what the heck's going on with gas prices. Stay with us. That's next.